Hi, good morning. Welcome to Automod Racing. Currently, we are working on a car which I always love. This is a 95 Honda Civic hatchback. Our shop had built many of this, more on crazy cars like this. They're fast GSRs, B20 VTEC, LS VTEC, LS, but we always trick out this car. This is well known in the street racing world as one of the most sturdiest car. That's why it's an all-time favorite of younger people, younger generations, that they built this car because it's very sturdy in the turns and the way it runs. The traction of this car is awesome. This is one of the EGs that we are currently building. Again, they are built in 92 up to 95 by Honda. It's called EG. We have this. We did this 2.5-inch pipe all the way with the resonator, and still with a catalytic converter. We did an LS VTEC swap on this actually. It's an LS engine coming from a 94 to 2001 Acura Integra. And then the head, we put the valve and cylinder from a GSR, which is a 1.8 liter VTEC. By the way, the LS is a 1.8 liter. It's a non-VTEC, but we did a Frankenstein, is what we call that in the industry, Frankenstein motor, where you put a head and a block of two different cars together. This is like the most common cars that they put on NHRA, you know, like those IDRC national race events. And they built this with turbo, all motor, whatever you've got there. But on this particular one, we did a high compression pistons. I would guess this is 12.5:1 compression with a GSR head. We just currently have the LS transmission on this. It's a 5-speed. Later on a later time, we will be doing again. It's like also a Frankenstein, which is basically an LS transmission. No. It's going to be a B16 transmission with an LS final drive. What that means is B16, as everybody know, B16 transmissions, they come from 92 all the way to 2000 Honda Civic SIs. Those are like short gears, meaning to say the engine revs up to like a lower RPM and higher RPM at a faster pace, meaning to say that the gears on this are short gears. So you basically always shift earlier. Now, why you put an LS final drive is like the 4th and 5th gear. So when on a B16, by the way, at a cruising speed of 65 miles per hour, you're maybe about 4,000, 4,500 RPM already at 65 miles per hour. So what the race car people did is they use a B16, so they go faster on the traction, on the takeoff, and they put an LS final drive on the 4th and 5th gear so they can make it through the quarter-mile track. Now, same is true on a daily driver. You put an LS final drive on a B16 transmission. That means that if you are already cruising, usually the freeway, you're 65 miles per hour, your engine is more relaxed. They stay about 32 to 3,500 RPM. So anyways, going back to this car, we just did an upgrade of the bushings on this because 92 to 95 Civic, they're all beat up. So we replaced the bushings here, the tie rods, the lower control arm bushing. We are currently doing a lowering spring on this. which is basically, we're gonna put a KYB shocks and struts on this. And then the lowering spring, which you can see in the table there, it's being worked on. So we can lower this car to a height which is like a nice looking height. It squares up the car on its appearance. When it's sitting on the ground, it looks more squared. We installed like one of our used wheels on this, an STR 15x7 with whatever, like a regular tire. Probably on a later date, we'll be putting the Falcon Azinis, the RT, man, I forgot, the RT 315 or something like that. I have it there in the store. We'll be installing that for a better traction. So for now, we are going to leave this alone, and we're heading towards what one of our painters is doing here. This is a 2000 Chevy Tahoe. We did a lot of things on this car, basically. He has like a little bit of dents here and there, which you know, the owner wanted to repaint it, but I just feel bad for the condition of the body, because the body is pretty clean, and there's like little knickknacks in here, you know, like little dings or dents, which is more forgivable. So I told him, don't waste your money on that. You could probably save up your money and put something better on the vehicle, or change the color, because he just wants to paint it black. So I told him, I suggested to him, let's just do like a detailing, a wax, buff and wax, which we did in here. So now the car looks much nicer. Yeah, there's like a little bit of a scratch here and there, which is, you know, you don't really see that much. And here we painted the brake drums with caliper red paint, and on the front we did red caliper paint. And he is sporting what do you call this? What size is this? I think this is a 24s. Yeah, I think these are the 24-inch wheels. So anyways, what else we did on this is, you will notice on the front, there are sensors in here that we installed. These are sensors where when you're getting closer to a vehicle, it senses that and it gives you warning. On the inside of this, you would notice we replaced the carpet. Something funny about this is that this carpet used to be a soiled carpet. You know, it's a 2000 model. It's very soiled, but we tried to vacuum and shampoo it. No matter what we do, we use every kind of invented chemical, from the conventional vinegar, baking soda, to the harshest shampoo, commercial shampoo that they use for soiled carpet. But to no avail. We were frustrated with it. It doesn't want to come out. So we spent probably about a good $300 in labor, not including the cost of the chemicals, but it's okay. You know, we lost money on that. That's okay. We bought this. This is readily available commercially. We spent about $330, $350, but the tedious part about this is putting the carpet. We had to remove all these seats, the trims. We had to remove them all. Good thing for the stereo guy. He was happy when he heard about it, because he was going to put the all the wires for the stereo system on this. So he had a chance to put it there like easily without removing anything, because it was already removed. So anyways, this is what we did in this. We put a double din stereo, and that's a navigational stereo also. It's got a navigation, and the trick about that is that that's a DVD, and it will also function as a rear view camera for the rear view camera, which is this. This is the rear view camera, and it's an infrared, so he can see behind him even at dark, in the dark. And also the same as on the front, we also put the sensors, the impact sensor, so he would know if he's close already on a, from an object. Now, the good thing about this DVD, it doesn't only monitor this rear view camera, it will also monitor this bullet camera right here. This bullet camera here. What this camera is gonna do is when he turns right on turns his right turn signal, it will show the object in real time. Everything that he sees on his blind spot, it will so the object will be shown in the screen. Now, there you will see they're still putting the line, the electrical line for the camera into this TV. Now, what else does he have here is we also installed this front and rear dash cam. What this has an SD card. It goes to a memory. The best part about this dash cam is that the car is parked. Okay, let's say it's parked in a parking area, and let's say the car had been parked there for like 10-15 minutes, or even an hour or 2 hours or 5 hours, whatever the case may be. But if somebody hits his front, the camera turns on and it records everything that's going on in the front, even the car. If the license plate of that car that hit him is shown, it will be in the memory, and it will stay in the memory. It's non-erasable, not until he erases it, because the SD card, the memory on that, when it's running out, it's gonna loop, you know, so it will erase the old video, and the new video will take over. The new event will take over. But the impact that happened in there, it's gonna stay in its memory. It will stay there until the owner decides to erase it. That's the best part about that dash cam. And what's also good about this, you know how drivers, you know, they sometimes have problems about cops, like they wanted to record whatever happens to their conversation with a cop and they are pulled over. You can quickly turn this, and you see this camera here that will record the event when he's pulled over, when he is being written a ticket. If he is arguing with the cop, or the cop is doing something wrong, saying something wrong to him, and he is offending his civil rights, whatever you call that, that will record it, and that has a voice recording also. So he can quickly turn that towards the window. So here I'll also show you. In the back, we didn't really have to replace this, because this staying here, this all the way down anyways, and his rear bed, his rear compartment is clean. So the what we replaced here is actually just the all the way to the passenger. So you could imagine we remove all of this, and we installed a 4-channel 75.4 MTX. It's a 4-channel amplifier. You will see some rubber weather seals here. We are also replacing all his weather seals in here. So the weather seals that goes in here on the door, we're also replacing that because he's complaining about the wind noise when he's driving. So what else do we have here? That's about it for now on this car. We have a 1978 Ranchero, which we had here since 2010. And the owner of this, as you can see, it's we covered it because this is already painted. See, there's the new paint. The owner wanted this to be covered. And then this is the typical Tuesday morning, work morning at Automod Racing. We freed up all these spots here. As you can see, it's still kind of messy. We freed up this spot here. If you pan this out, we actually, believe it or not, if you pan this out, Richard, believe it or not, we freed this up with about 30 cars. We had about 30 cars that we sold to the junkyard because we kept those cars before because we were parting them out. We used to part them out, like let's say an old car like a Honda Civic or an Acura Integra. We part them out and we sell the parts as used parts in Craigslist and offer up. Like I said, we sold about 30 cars. We didn't find it profitable to sell those parts. I incur expense to remove them from the cars, you know, with labor and sell the parts. But it's not profitable. People lowball you just because it's used, even though it's parts that would be rarely seen in the junkyards. They still lowball you, so it's not profitable for us. So we are switching over from doing that into just creating videos. We just want to create videos about the shop, our normal operation, and we've been planning some things, you know, like doing like a kind of like a video or a movie or a series. We wanted to create something like that, you know, like what happens in the real world about, you know, all these mechanics, you know, how mechanical shop, automotive shops, they're ripping off customers and gaining so much profit from them, and they're usually like victimizing the innocent consumers. Our shop has been in business since 1992, and here in this location we've been here for 20 years, starting in 2000 when I moved here in Lancaster. I put up this shop, so we've been here for 20 years, and we have a nice group of customers that always comes here. You know, they stayed loyal to us, and we continue on serving them with all honesty. And yeah, you cannot remove some disgruntled customers because they didn't understand what I'm trying to explain. I don't know if it's just my accent. Maybe my accent is bad. I'm Filipino. You know, English is not my main language. But I don't know if it's just because of that they couldn't understand me, and that they couldn't understand the concept of repairs. So that's why we have disgruntled customers here too, once in a great while. Maybe you'll rate it, probably you can check out my ratings on Google and on Facebook. We have such good group of customers that gives us good reviews. We have like disgruntled customers too, but that's one out of probably like 50 customers that we have every day. So anyways, going back here. This is if you watch one of my oldest video, this was the yellow CRX that I had before. We pulled about 695 horsepower on this, but it used to be a quarter-mile track car, but I converted it into circuit car. I'm planning to use it in Willow Spring, which is about in Rosemont, California. It's about probably about 60 miles away from here, roughly, from Lancaster. So anyways, this is what I did on this car. This is a fully built B20. Oh no, V18. This is the LS VTEC also, with a 62-1 turbo. But all the stuff here are good. Tile, this is the tile wastegate, MSD distributor, Edelbrock, Victor X, intake manifold, AEM fuel rail, AEM regulator. It's a meter that gauges the pressure of the fuel flow. Filter for the fuel. That's why you will see two gauges in here. This one here monitors the flow from the filter, and then this monitors the flow into the fuel rail. I'm very iffy about this. So this is a tile blow-off valve. So this is a fully built engine. Just this head alone, this is a GSR head. I probably spent about almost $3,000 with port and polish and everything. Custom built turbo manifold. This is a Turbonetics 62-1 turbo. And if you get into the cabin, you will see it's got nothing there, but let me see if we could close the door, because we couldn't really see anything. How about that? You can see better. You see, I've got all these gauges here. This is a Momo steering wheel that I use. The pedals are still like whatever. I remove all the trims to make it lighter. There's no trims in there. I'm using a Sparco seats, 2 of them. One is for the co-pilot, and it's got nitrous in the back. That's a 200 shot nitrous. You could probably see it from here. Yeah, that's a 200 shot nitrous with a fuel cell. There's a fuel cell. Yeah, this is a full race car, and you'll see the exhaust of this. The exhaust, we did it here. This is a 3-inch exhaust that we installed. Now that exhaust has a cutout in the middle here, so when you're going on a race, you open up the cut off on the exhaust, so the exhaust, instead of coming out here, comes out from the middle. And this is that's a Hondata computer that we're using, and it's got that igniter that's made by MSD. So that's what you see inside a typical race car. It still has the interior, the carcass is still there, you know. And I placed that nozzle in there. I put that nozzle in there to make it easy for me to just open it up and engage my nitrous. So This used to be a full drag car, but now we redeveloped it into a track car. It pulls up quicker. I used to have like a bigger turbo, but now it's a smaller turbo now, so it pulls up quicker. So that's what it is for the CRX race car. A lot of people had known me for this car. So anyways, over here this is our tint bay, but for now Jack is using this bay. Jack is using this bay because I invaded this space there with my race car, so he's using my bay right now. He's installing a remote start alarm on this 2019 Dodge Ram 1500. He just got it from the dealership about last week. So, and this is contracted through InstallerNet. InstallerNet, we have a contract with them for like any kind of electronic, you know, from alarm, remote start alarm, Sirius radio, stereo, upgrade, installation. They supply us all the parts, all the components. We do the service, we do the installation. And Jack here is the one that's doing all the work here for this intricate, more complicated jobs like this. He wouldn't say that he knows everything, but he is pretty good in researching what has to go, what has to be wired, how he's gonna make it work. He always come up with a solution for whatever problems we have in here. So now we'll go back to the shop. Yeah, this building, I believe it was built back in 1935, and this used to be a hay building for horses. You know, because Lancaster used to be like a very remote area from the neighboring LA, Los Angeles. So in the 1930s, this used to be a hay building. In the 1950s, when Westinghouse started inventing all these washing machines, the electric appliances, this company, the owner of this building, started to sell appliances, so they turned this building into an appliance store. But it's a pretty big building for an appliance store, actually. So anyways, in the early 80s, they turned this from an appliance store into a heating and air conditioning company. It used to be called LTJ Heating, I believe. So until in the early 2000s, or no, at the start of the 2000s, the building was sold to this guy that he's a Syrian guy that owns the gas station next door to us. We started renting this in 2000. We turned this from a tin shop, and there's a big story about the tin shop, why the tin shop became Automod Racing. I'll be telling you that on a later segment of this video. So anyways, this is where I tint. This is the original spot where I was tinting back in the year 2000. And from here, this is my stock room, which I turned into the shop stock room. It's kind of still messy, but all our tools are here. All our films are here, the one that I use. These are tools. These are my chemicals that I use, the lubricants. And here's my toolbox. It's kind of messy right in here. I've got every possible things that you could think of for performing my work. And some bolts and nuts in here. So this is what I use as a stock room. Um, Now we'll move on to the store area. This, by the way, is our shop area already where we originally came from. That is the EV that we're building in there. And you can see from here all the spare parts for the engine are all here. This is what we use. Sometimes we buy them, we sell them. And also on the left hand side here you will see here. These are lips for the Hondas, Acuras. Here we have our here you will see here. This is one of this is a big room. This is one of those many cars that we are restoring. I believe this is a 1972 Cutlass Supreme. See, we painted the engine bay. We took out the engine, painted the engine bay. We're building a modified engine for this currently. This is basically ready for painting. See, this is what we do. When we restore a car, we don't half a job. We do it correctly. We take out the door, we take out everything that is attached to the body. Even here you will see the way we prep this area here. This is smooth as a skin, very smooth. That is ready for painting. There's the trunk. This, we're gonna polish this. There's nothing wrong with this this bumper. We're gonna polish that, and also the lights. This kind of work, we did this custom hood, and this has a duct in the front there. This is a fiberglass. We custom fitted this fiberglass hood that we got from a company in the Midwest. We custom fitted this hood into this car. So this is where we paint. I would say this is about I'd say about a 15-year-old paint wood. All right, folks. So you have seen the service side of Automod Racing. You have seen the service side of the stereo, Jack doing the installations, my mechanics doing suspension on an EG, my painter who was doing the detailing of a finished car, and more other things that was in the shop area. In the next videos that we'll be creating, we will be focusing more on the store retail side of our business. What we sell here, what we have in here that is available to the consumers. Also, we are going to focus on more reality videos, like experiences with customers, what we had experienced, what we had to deal with, problem customers, happy customers, those kind of things. A lot of them actually is very educational, because we will be covering how consumers should ask the correct questions, correct things to say to a repair shop, so they will not fall as a victim, you know, for what they call rip-off. Here in our shop, we don't rip off people here. We most of the time lose money from jobs that's not necessary. Just like what I shown you earlier in this video, which was the 2000 Tahoe, which the customer had been itching to paint that car, but I told him, no, you don't need that paint. I mean, I just lost $4,800 right there. Instead, I took a $450 detailing job. I mean, that's a lot of money to lose in just one job. But again, this is all we are about. We are about helping customers, give them what they actually needed and not give them what they don't need. We try to discourage them from wasting money. So this is more of an honest shop that I could say. We didn't grow rich with the shop. We're not millionaires in here. We're the regular people that you find in the street. But hence, we've been here for 20 years. A lot of people were expecting me to be actually a millionaire, but I'm not. You know, because we keep on losing money like that. Just because we just want to be honest with people. So, we will be showing you more reality experiences in the shop in the future videos that we'll create. We'll be showing you more of our retail side of the business. And I would like to ask you to subscribe to my Automod channel so we could create more videos for you. And please don't forget to like and push that notification button down there so you'll be notified with new videos that we create. And also please don't forget to follow us on Instagram, and you can also check out our website www.automodracing.com. I'm your host, Noel. Thank you.